Hello, welcome to basic training here. My name is Dominic Pasquantonio. We're going to be doing this here at Tall Trainer Fitness Systems here in Canandaigua. We're doing different things, squat, hold, and really working on form today. So we're going to start off here, making sure we get a squat hold here. You see from the side, making sure that our feet are lined up. When we do this, we're going to want to make sure our feet are not too inward or outward, but making sure they're perfectly around straight. They can tilt a little bit outward, but not too much. And when we do the squat hold, we want to make sure we're dropping our hips back and reaching down and holding that down for a little bit longer. Keep holding it, making sure that when we come up here, we're going to come up real quick right now, and we're going to come up pushing off the back of our heels. We want to make sure we push off the back of our heels, not putting too much weight on our knees or pressure there as well, and putting really the weight in the hips. And you're going to be should be using the glutes a little bit, engaging those and having them help push you an explosive squat, and making sure you come up there and working on the quads as well. So I'm gonna do it from the side angle here, making sure we do going down here, kind of hovering. You can do this on a bench at home, don't need to step up. Hovering here, hovering up, making sure our head's straight up, making sure our back's not hunched over like this, but making sure our hips are squeezed back, holding back there. Then we're gonna just hold it here for as long as we can, making sure we're on our heels. As you can see, my heels are my feet, you can see on my right side, my toes are straightened out a little bit. That's okay that they're out a little bit. We don't want it too wide out. We just want to make sure that our knees are not going in, but we're making our knees wide, holding that squat, holding it tight there, holding it, doing this with our arms here, trying to hold it out, not too much leaning on this, but leaning on our legs there, making our arms straight up, and then come up, hold it for a little bit of rest here, making sure we still engage. It's a hard work. You should be feeling it more in your quads, your glutes when you explode up there, and going up. And when we come back down, come down slow, making sure we push those hips back. So come on down, come down here, holding it, hovering over that bench or step up, making sure we don't lean too forward or back, making sure our chest is out, holding it there for a little bit longer here, making sure we still explode up, making sure we don't do any common errors. It can really lead to serious problems. Alright, coming up here, good hold there, good body weight there, good position. Don't need too much weight equipment for this, which is great. What we're really focusing on today is not how much weight we can squat, but instead, again, our posture, positioning, and how everything is going. So I'm gonna go back down here and hold it for a little bit longer, and then once the timer goes off, we're gonna go to high knees for a whole minute. So we're just going on and off here with the squat. Hold it for a little bit here. Do that, do this with your arms, and making sure we're not too much hovering up and down. Let's step up here. Just feel burn in your hips, not too much in your knees and back, but in your hips. Holding it there. Coming up slowly, pushing off the back of our heels there. Give it a little rest there, and then we'll go back to it for the final time before we move into high knees. So, like I said, there's many common errors here. We don't want too much of that going inside with the knees. We don't want too much of a pulling down. Instead, we want to make sure our chest is out, back straight, and we just drop our hips down. We kind of want our legs a little bit wider here, making sure that they're at least shoulder width apart, and sure we get a little bit wider stance so we can drop our hips back really, because the reason we want this is so, like I said before, you don't want the pressure on your knees and low back, but you want to make sure that most of the weight and the pressure is on your hips, and that you're working on your glutes, quads, hamstrings, working the leg muscles. Alright, a little bit longer here. Get ready where you can, and we're going to drop down to a squat and try to hold it here till the rest of the time. Holding it there, not too much pressure on the back, not too shaky, not too much, making sure we keep it going, make sure we got good posture, Looking with our head up straight, it helps a lot with me. If I look down, a lot of times I get that curve in my back. I like looking up, making sure and keeping me in a good position. Dropping those hips back, not too tight. Alright, next up we're doing high knees. You can keep doing high knees in here for a minute, and I'll just keep talking about it. So the next thing we're going to do after the high knees here is going to be the field goal squeeze. So we're going to be using our arms a little bit for this one, making sure we go up and back, and I'll show you that here, but try to get the high knees here, kind of get that tightness out of your legs. So we keep on moving and keep on striving. And I want to talk about the squat a little bit. The squat is a very important thing, and a lot of times people think you need to be explosive and stuff like that. And yes, it's good to be explosive, but we want to make sure that we're pushing off our heels, and making sure that we're a little bit slower on this training day, because we are trying to work on posture. We're not trying to work on resistance, how much weight we can squat, how explosive we are off our feet. We're trying to really get a slow, steady push off and making sure we don't do anything like that. So anything too explosive but slow, good push off. Alright, so now into field goal squeeze. So you're going to go like this, you'll see from the side. So you're going to take your arms like this, reach up, and you're going to go all the way back and around. And if you see there, see my scapula, that's the scapula there, trying to squeeze together, try to squeeze them together there. Little wrinkle in the shirt in the back, making sure you got more right here, a little flatter ironed out shirt front there. And here, this is really good for opening up the chest area, opening up the shoulders, because coming up after burpees, which is after this for a minute, we're going to be doing push-ups, and that's really good to open this up before push-ups. Open up, kind of stretch out the shoulders, and it's a very good workout and good stretch workout to do during this training exercise. So we want to make sure that when doing this, we don't hunch over, because a lot of times nowadays, if you walk around and see a lot of people in the store, grocery store, other places, you can hold the field goal squeeze, hold it there for a little bit longer. I'll just tell you about it here. So we want to make sure that when we hold this, it's actually opening up our shoulders, but putting them back as well. And a lot of times, like I said, you walk around, you see a lot of people hunched over. Well, it's because they're used to that position. Go to the computer, hunched over, driving, other things in our daily living. We want to make sure that we get out of that position, and this is one way to get out of the position, is to go like this, hold it back, just like you're doing right now, holding it back and trying to opening up our shoulders there, our chest area, pushing our shoulders back actually. And by doing this, this really helps us to really get that form and get the muscle memory going, because our muscles do have memory. They'll remember this after we do it multiple times consistently. They'll remember this memory, and it'll help. Eventually, you'll realize, hey, shoulders back, and people actually say, you're standing up a little bit straighter maybe. Maybe they'll even tell you that. And that is very good, because a lot of times our muscles are used to what we're doing on a regular basis. So what happens is that a lot of times we're hunched over, and our body's not, it gets used to that, and they're not used to getting the shoulders back. So you can rest real quick for a little bit here, wiggle your arms out here so you can get out of that field goal squeeze for a little bit, and then we'll go back into it. But when we do this, like I said, the muscle memory starts to form, we start to get the shoulders back, and then it just starts to happen naturally after we do this for multiple times. And consistent basis, which is like every day, taking a little bit of time out of your day just to hold that squeeze. It's a great thing to do, especially when you're about to go into a exercise that involves the shoulders, like a push-ups and even burpees as well. So after this field goal squeeze, we're going to do it one more time here. After that, we're going to be doing some burpees. So you can get into that field goal squeeze first, but after this, we can be doing some burpees for a minute, and then we're going to get into push-ups after that. So going back there, field goal squeeze, get the nice squeeze in there, making sure that we just open up the chest, not leaning forward, straight back, opening up the chest there. It's trying to squeeze the scapula together there, squeeze it together, hold it together there. It's good work. Want to make sure you're not too relaxed. Try to squeeze it together. It's not really a time to rest. Still working here, putting in good work. by squeezing those scapulas together. Almost there, almost there. Try to finish strong here with this rep. Finish strong, finish strong. Then after this, we'll get to the burpees, and you can use the step up. If you have a step up or boxes at home, I suggest you use them. If it's hard for you to get to the ground to do a burpee, then I suggest using it. You'll see me, I'll use this as well for the burpees. We'll be doing a burpee for a whole minute. And so once the timer goes off, we'll switch into push-up position. And I'll tell you about that when we get to it. But moving here, we're just making sure we're squeezing not too much like this. Make sure we're back there with the forearms and shoulders, and making sure we're back there, squeezing the scapula together. Good work, good work. Almost there, less than 30 seconds. It's there, oh, it's starting to get sore. Almost there, almost there. Good work, good work. Alright, 10 more seconds, and we'll get into the burpees here. We'll get into the burpees. Stand at the end here, get ready. Alright, here we go. Doing burpees here. You can jump up after if you want. Going down like this. Jumping up here, and we're still going. Doing this for a whole minute, Going up and down here. If that's too easy for you, you can do the ground. Almost there, almost there. 15 seconds. Alright. Come on up there. Going into push-up position here. When we do the push-ups, we want to make sure that we get good position with our forearms. Our form here is very key. What we want to do here and see is how slow can you actually go. We're really focusing on not on speed or reps, how many reps you could do, but instead we're focused on the form, going slow, having good posture. You want to make sure your hands are not in between your head, not in between your hands. Make sure our head a little bit. And then when we come down, we don't have a slouch. We don't have a slouch in our position. We don't go like that or anything like that. You can do this too. On the knees is perfectly fine as well. If you do that, make sure we engage the hips like that, making sure we're not too slouched in like that, slouched our back, make sure we're up. Engage the core a little bit. Going slow down. So make sure in like that, not too forward, perfectly above. Going down, hold it a little bit, and up. Down, hold it for a bit, and up. And keep on doing that here. We're gonna try actually to shoot for 10 reps here. We're gonna shoot to 10 reps. Once you hit those 10 reps, we're gonna try to take a little rest and get back to it with 10 more reps. But here we wanna make sure that, again, we're not rushing through these repetitions. Slow and steady wins the race. So slow and steady, focusing on form, not on pure strength here. So making sure we get down here. If you're already doing it, that's great, that's great. Once you get to 10, you can rest for a bit, and I'll let you know when to get back into it here. So we're gonna go down slowly, up, down. Making sure we're going slow and steady. Focusing on form here. Ooh, hard work, hard work. Keep going, keep going. 9, 10. Whew, hard work, hard work. Take a little bit of rest here, and then we can get back down. If that's too hard for you, getting on the ground, don't worry. Go like this, go on the back of the bench, pushing down like this. If you got steps at home, that's a perfect place too. Doing it on your stairs, holding on the stairs, going up and down, making it a little bit easier instead of going flat on the ground. So to do it here, you could do it like this. Do it on your knees. I'm on my knees as well, so you could do it on your knees, going up and down, like so if you want. Or you can extend your legs out fully. Just do it elevated. Still focusing on form. Good. Good. So you can get back down here and do 10 more push-ups, making sure we focus more on the proper form, not on the repetitions. Making sure we're slow and steady. Because a lot of times, I know for me, myself, I want to go fast. I want to get them done, get the 10 repetitions out of the way. But instead, we got to make sure slow and steady. Focus on the hips, form, the core work that actually is involved here. Making sure we go with proper technique. Alright, here we go. Here we go. You guys are probably on around 5 right now. If not, that's okay. That means you're doing great. So making sure we're still going up and down here. Up and down. Alright, over top, making sure our head's not in the middle of our hands. We're not slouching our back, slouching our hips down. So up, extension of the knees if you want. Going up and down. 1, 2, 4, looking down. 1 more. 5, good work. If you got to 10, if you're still working on it, you haven't gotten to 10 yet, that's great. Congratulations to you. So here we go, we're gonna do some punching the air here. We're gonna punch the air for a minute, punch the air. So when we punch the air here, we wanna make sure we don't just keep on going. So we don't wanna make sure that we just keep our legs planted here. As you'll see, we don't wanna keep this planted and go like that. We want to go and turn. We want to turn our legs, twist them, and getting more power through our hips as well. And also, it's going to take a little bit of rubber off your shoes, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine, because the last time I checked, it's a lot cheaper to replace your shoes than a knee. Because when we keep it like this, get a little crunch in there, and it's not actually great for the knee at all. It can damage the knee and cause great pain as well. So that's why we want to make sure we turn our leg there. So we're turn our leg like that, getting more power too. And then after these these punches in the air, or air punches, we're gonna go onto the ground and do some ab work. So right now, here we go. We're going 5 minutes here. Right here, we're going to the ground, sitting straight on the ground. It's gonna be a little bit difficult because I got the pack. Here we go, we're gonna straight and we're gonna engage the core. Our low back right here, we don't want that to be too off the ground. And we're gonna actually raise our legs. The more fun it is, as Jeremy likes to call it, the more fun it is, the more extended your knees are. Oh, yep, more fun. So you're gonna engage the core here, keeping that back, low back to the ground. You can put your palms out. If it's too difficult for you, extend the knees in. It will be less difficult to keep it. We want to make sure we engage the core. Show good work in your core. When you engage the core, you'll keep that low back to the ground. So we're going to do it for a little bit here, take a rest, and do it again within the 5-minute period here. Whew, good work. Feel it in the core. Whew, a little bit of shaking there. Whew. Keeping the low back in, down to the ground. Have to bend my knees a little bit. It's okay if you got them a little bent, that's okay. Focusing on the core here, Hold it. And down. You can stay on the ground here. We're gonna go back up in a minute here. Just want to explain some things. So some things to explain here is, for me, we want to make sure And for you as well, we want to make sure the chest is open, our shoulders are back. So a thing for me is that you can stay on the ground. For me, is that I like to go like this, and sometimes if I go like that, it helps. Actually kind of turns, I feel like it turns my shoulder in more. If I go like that and out with my palm out, it's gonna help me make sure that my shoulders are back on the ground. So we're still focusing on the upper body here, even though it's more core work right here. So we want to make sure that we keep it going and keep on working in a good position in our upper back and our shoulders back and chest area, even though we're working on the core here a little bit more. All right, here we go. We're going back down. Lift your legs up. Going up here, engaging the core, anatomical position there. So you'll see, keeping the chest out, chest back. Engage that legs. The farther the legs are, the harder it will be. More fun, I should say, more fun. So we're making sure, legs out, engaging the core, keeping it in there, engaging the core there. Keep it going, you got this. You can overcomer. Keep it going. Whew, hard work. Sorry to keep that to the ground. A little bit bend your knees in more if it's too hard for you. Not easy, you can bend your knees. Bending your knees is like a modification for this and make it a little bit easier for you. Engage the core, you feel it right in here, right in there in the core. Engaging it, keeping your low back to the ground. Good work. Again, palms out, that helps, keeping your chest open. Ooh, good work. Keep it going. Again, you can extend your legs. And up. We're gonna take a couple seconds rest here, then we're gonna get back to it for the final minute of this round. And then after this, we're gonna go back to the squat position where we started. We're gonna gonna go through a speed round actually. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna be going through the squat, high knees, field goal squeeze, burpees, push-ups, punches in the air, and abs for 1 whole minute. So it's gonna be a lightning round, okay? 1 minute for each thing this time, okay? Coming up. All right, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go up again. We're gonna hold it here. Let's see if we can hold it. It's just under a minute. Hold it for the entire time till the timer goes out. Hold it, opening up the chest, shoulders back. It might make it a little bit difficult to keep that low back down. That's okay. It's okay. We want good position. Engaging that core, engaging the core. Make sure we engage the core, keeping the low back down, engaging the core. If you go over top more with your legs, it'll give a little more assistance to keeping that low back to the ground. So engaging the core here, engaging the core. I don't know about you, but I want to have a stronger core here, stronger core for exercises that we'll do in later in life. So I want to see. All right, here we go. 1 minute each. Here we go. Going to the squat hold here, squatting. Remember, wide stance, knees out. Here we go. Dropping the hips back to re-engage here. Dropping the hips back. Holding it. Then after this, we're going to high knees for 1 minute. 1 minute here, 1 minute here. Keep it going. Hold it here. Hold it. Good work. Gonna keep it going here. Keep it going. Drop the hips back. Alleviates the pressure off the knees. Not too much leaning on your arms. Onto your legs there. Holding your arms help if that helps you out there. Holding them out. Put them in there. Almost there. 10 seconds left. You got this. Hips back. Engaging. Going on those heels. All right, come on back up. Pushing slowly. High knees now. High knees for a minute here. Do high knees for a minute. Keep it going. There you go. This is going to be a lightning round. Finishing strong here. After this, we're going to go to the field goal squeeze for a minute, then to burpees. So here we go. I don't know about you, but my heart's pumping pretty good now. Heart rate high a little bit. Doesn't seem that intense, but it's very good. Good work for especially with the squat, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your glutes especially coming up. slowly pushing off the back of your foot. Not too much on the front. There, almost there. 15 seconds. Here we go. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, field goal squeeze. Remember the arms up. We're going arms up here, arms up, and then back here. Back, squeezing the scapula as you'll see behind me. On my back, we're squeezing it together, seeing if we can reach it. Go open up the chest area, good stretch for the shoulders. That can help us when we get into the burpees and push-ups. So after field goal squeeze here, we're gonna do a minute of this field goal squeeze. And we're gonna go and do a minute of burpees and a minute of push-ups and a minute of air punches and then back to the abs. So it's very good work. It's not too intense. It is a little bit intensity here with the lightning round. Some of these other ones like the burpees, high knees, and some stuff like that, but it's still working on the proper form. Again, working on the proper form. That's what matters here. That's what matters. Almost there, almost there. Seconds left. 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and we're going to burpees for a minute. All right, here we go, here we go. Going to burpees here, going to burpees. Going here. Remember, you can use the ground if you want. Use the ground if you want. Keep going, keep going. Keep it going, keep it going. Whew, trying to get that heart rate up here. Even on a basics training video. Keeping that upright heart rate there. Keep it up, keep it up. Under 30 seconds. Under 30 seconds. You got this. Power through. Power through. And rest. We'll go into here actually to push-up position. Now we're going to start into our push-ups. Again, proper form, proper form. We're doing it for the whole minute here. Whole minute. If you don't get the 10 repetitions, that's okay. You can get into the push-up position here. Start it up. If you're already in position, start going. Here, extending the arms, making sure our head's not in between our hands. I gotta move further up here. Here we go. Might engage the core a little bit, keeping the hips up. If you want to do knees, you can do knees, up and down. Up and down just like so with the knees. Making sure we're still going, working on posture here. Working on posture. Up and down, almost there. Almost there, a couple seconds here and then up. All right, we're up here, keep going, punch in the air, punch in the air. We went a little longer on that, but that's okay. It's okay, we started a little later. Punch in the air here. Turning those legs, remember turn the legs here, turn the legs, not the eggs. Turn the legs here. After this, we'll go to the ab position and finish strong with that. For a minute here, for a minute. I'm not gonna do the punches for as long as, but that's okay, that's okay. Worked on those push-ups. We made sure we got proper form and did them right. All right, here we go. Keep going, keep going. Whew. Less than 20 seconds. Here we go. Punch in the air, get ready to get down for the abs. Remember when we do the abs, keeping the low back low, getting those legs out as far and extended as we can. All right, here we go. Here we go. Final minute. Final minute. Keeping those palms out if that helps you. Chest out. Farther the legs are, farther away they are, from your body, the more difficult and fun it becomes. More fun it becomes. Keep it going. Engage the core. Work here. You feel it in the core there. Engaging right there. Too difficult, bring your knees in, again, bending them. keeping the chest out there. Keep it going, keep it going. Almost there, almost there. Doing this for a minute, doing it for a minute. Speed round, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're taking the next step to your healthy life. Alright, in time. It's great job everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video, a basic training video. Again, like I said before, not too intense, but I'm glad you joined me. Glad to do this with ya. As again, name's Dominic Pasquantonio, and I'll see you later.